Now, how about them damn Celtics?
All right, we're back with another Boston Celtics video. Today, we have the Celtics NBA Cup schedule for the season. As you're listening to this, the full schedule came out yesterday, so you can see that too. But right now, we know who they're going to be playing in the Cup and when. We've known who for a while. But October 31st in Philadelphia, November 7th in Orlando, November 21st against Brooklyn, and November 26th against Detroit. Those are the dates of the NBA Cup that we got so far. Obviously, the Celtics will get more if they win, if they advance in the Cup, and then we'll see what happens from there. But for right now, Philly, Orlando, Brooklyn, Detroit, October 31st, November 7th, November 21st, November 26th.
Exciting times. I'm a fan of the Cup. I've been a fan of the Cup since the beginning. And to be honest, like, the Cup is such a crapshoot in terms of if you get hot and you win the right games, you can advance. Despite how you feel about the Celtics season as a whole, there is a chance they could win the group or make the wild card and then, win in the elimination rounds. You never know. So it's just something to get the season rolling in an exciting way, which I love. And unfortunately for them, their group is pretty tough. Orlando, very good team. Philadelphia could be a good team, could not be a good team. Right now, it feels like they're trending towards being a not very good team because we just keep hearing how Joel Embiid hasn't started doing anything basketball-wise, which we're getting kind of close to training camp. It's time to get on the court. And then Detroit coming off a very impressive season last year, big overachievement, but they lost some key guys over the summer. You never really know how it's going to look for them. Even though they kind of replaced them, it's going to be a different look. If you're them, you're hoping your internal development from your young guys pushes you forward even more. And then there's the Brooklyn Nets who are just there. So the Celtics should win at least one game in the group stage. Shout out to the Nets.
You never know. But yeah, all three teams outside of the Nets in the Celtics group are projected playoff teams, or at least trying to be playoff teams. The Sixers are a mess, like you mentioned. Paul George is going to be reevaluated before training camp, but that doesn't mean he'll be good. Joel Embiid's still hurt, as far as we know, so anything can happen there. I have no belief in Philly until they show me they can stay healthy, so we'll see what happens. But the Magic are going to be really good. They were a good team last year until the injuries, and still they made the playoffs, and now they added Desmond Bane. And then there's the Pistons, who internal development. Jaden Ivey's healthy again. They lost a couple guys, but still, like they should be a playoff team, especially in the Eastern Conference. You look at the other groups in the Eastern Conference: Cavs, Pacers, Hawks, Raptors, Wizards. Not the easiest group, not the hardest group. Pacers are a little banged up, and then the Knicks, Bucks, Bulls, Heat, Hornets. It's probably the easiest group, depending on how the Bucks actually look and how Giannis looks. But anything can happen in the Eastern Conference, right? The Magic are supposed to be good, but if things don't mesh well, you never know. Like, I feel like we take for granted continuity too much, and they have some continuity, but you're integrating a huge piece in Desmond Bane, so you don't know how it'll look. You can predict, and I think they'll be a really good basketball team, but you never know what could happen. Philadelphia, obviously, the injuries. Detroit, obviously, lost some pieces. Like, it's not impossible that the Celtics win the group. I don't think it's likely, but I do think the Celtics have Jaylen Brown, they have Derek White, they have Peyton Pritchard, and like you said, all it takes is getting right at the right time, or getting hot at the right time. So anything can happen, really. But Halloween game against Philly to open it up on Amazon Prime, ESPN game for the Detroit game, and then the other two are going to be on local TV, so you won't have to worry about finding it there. But yeah, October 31st, November 7th, November 21st, November 26th, those four games there. I don't know. I don't think the Celtics will advance, but I guess anything can happen.
The most fun part about the Cup is now you watch these games and you're just rooting for the biggest point differential ever. Because when it comes down to it, the team with the best record advances from the group. If there's a tie, then it goes to a head-to-head record. If there's a three-way tie, then it goes to point differential. The same is said for the wild card spot, which is the only second-place team in the conference that advances to the knockouts. In there, typically the point differential is the most important. So you're going to get some really competitive games through the final horn, regardless of what the score is, which I think personally makes it a lot of fun. I know people complained about it a lot the first year, but I think, like, I don't know, it takes away a lot of the stuff that people complain about in the NBA. Like, people hate that the regular season NBA is not competitive. Granted, when spring rolls around, it's going to take you a second to remember who won the NBA Cup. Like, I remember being out for a walk, listening to a podcast in like May, and I was like, wait, who won it? They were talking about the Cup, and it was the Bucks. It does fade away pretty fast, but at the time, it's very exciting. Like, I don't understand the people that are like, I don't care if they win the Cup, like, or I don't want them to win the Cup. I mean, they're in it. Like, you may as well try and win. It's not like the regular season where if you don't place, you go into the lottery. Like, there's no benefit to not winning it, so you should want to compete even if you hate it. But I don't know if I think the Celtics have the best shot this year. But last year I thought they had a great shot. Thought they were going to smoke the group. Thought the group was bad, and they lose to Atlanta, and it ends up screwing them over in the end.
Yeah, so some other dates as well. Cup nights, so designated nights that everybody will be playing Cup games. October 31st, November 7th, November 14th, November 21st, November 25th, 26th, and 28th. The knockout rounds, so the quarterfinals are going to be December 9th and December 10th. The semifinals and finals are in Vegas on December 13th and December 16th, just to round out when the schedule is going to be. I never really understood the hate for the NBA Cup. I think people spend so much time complaining that the regular season doesn't mean enough, and then they introduce a potential solution, and then everyone just starts bitching and moaning that it's different. Like, I just think people like to complain, and I think it's a bit silly, but I enjoy it. I think people try. I think, if anything, you could see some more Joe Mazzulla antics, if nothing else. So I think that's fun. A couple of years ago when he fouled Andre Drummond every single, second of the second half, and
it was electric.
Everyone was upset, or Billy Donovan was upset, and Joe Mazzulla had to explain to him half court what was happening. That was entertaining. So the Cup brings about fun things. I'm in. I think it'll be. I think it'll be fun. Like I said, anything is possible. Philadelphia could be injured. Orlando, is going to be a tough game. Brooklyn, Detroit lost some pieces. Like, Celtics could theoretically advance, but I'll have to wait and see what ends up happening. If I had to pick, I'd probably. Yeah, we'll get the NBA Cup court.
Or
have we seen the jerseys yet?
No,
I forget.
There was a leak back in June that they were supposed to be like kind of New Orleans Saints, Vanderbilt looking jerseys where they're white with gold lettering and black.
Oh
trim.
Yeah, I see. I wouldn't mind that on a court. That could be fun.
But last year they did the statement, like the black jerseys is the court theme, which I thought actually looked cool. Like, they kept the parquet on the court. Like, was pretty happy with it compared to the first year. Thought it looked pretty cool. It is funny, like, every year, like, at the NBA Finals, like, they're like, we could never put the trophy on the court, and then they just do all this for the Cup. That's the best part. And then people whine about it in the finals.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's the dates. That's the schedule. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let us know what you think of the Cup, and let Sam take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, tell us what you think of the Cup. Unless you don't like it, then be quiet about it. Subscribe to the channel. We are here every single day. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps are up the morning after each game. And other videos are here in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. You can find the two of us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps are there. So if you just want those, follow. They will go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. We're reading them every single time we do a show. So get them in. hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack Twitter, Jack's One NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.
That is bogus. These guys are ridiculous.